I'm Alexandra, a casual immortal player, and I want to share with you my Dota knowledge that helped me to reach this rank. In the video, I'm playing Tidehunter Offlane, and I point out some mistakes my 4 is doing, as well as I do, that made us lose the lane, and what I do after that, in order to be useful to my team and eventually win the game. I hope you like it, and if you do, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It keeps me motivated to continue making these clips. That being said, let's jump in. First off, my position 4 is very late into the lane. I don't really mind that because I'm a Tidehunter and they are Spectre Oracle, they can't put pressure on me. But I can't put pressure on them on my own either. Like, check this, if Windranger is just sitting here and we both hit Spectre in the time he was missing, and instead of 1v1ing the Oracle. Like, I already took the Gush for the rune fight. And Gush in combination with any position 4 hero that can buy Blackstone on the lane, especially at level 1, is very broken. What response will have a level 1 Spectre and level 1 Oracle? None, they will just spend their resources in order to sustain the lane, and that will give us an advantage. But because of my post 4, we are at disadvantage. Look at his HP and Oracle HP. Like, he's not helping me by trading with him 1v1. In order to win lanes, we have to create 2v1 situations. And both Oracle and Spectre are shit laners. But Oracle is a position 5 and Spectre is a position 1, who takes priority in order to be pressured. Of course the Spectre. One, because she's the one who's CSing, and I also want to be CSing. I want to put pressure on him when he is CSing. Like, this is how you put pressure. You are aggroing, he's coming for your range creep, and then boom, you gush him, you hit him with your Wind Ranger, he's wasting resources. And two, because I don't wanna run around after Oracle. This is what he wants us to do, to run for him instead of right clicking the Spectre. That's the only scenario when they can win this lane. Another thing which I truly believe is really bad is that he saw Oracle, he saw he's not on the lane, and where can he go? Like, he will abandon his Spectre at the 2-minute mark? No. Then why go mid to help OD pick up Water Rune? Instead of pulling so we can get our lane back. Don't get me wrong guys, it's a great thing to go at the 2-minute mark rune, but they have Lion and we have OD mid. There's not much of a kill threat coming from OD level 3 or 4 and Wind Ranger level 2 versus the Lion. And it doesn't seem like OD needs our help. We have all the info about Dawnbreaker and she's still on the lane. Also, even if Dawnbreaker ganks mid, there's no guarantee the OD will die. And I truly believe that we should play with the OD after he gets his Meteor Hammer, because that's his power spike. And now, because she never right-clicked the Spectre and never pulled or did anything on this lane, check my resources, check my net worth, my creeps. Should the Spectre have free farm on this lane? No. So what I try to focus on, because I can't pressure Spectre with my Wind Ranger, is clearly she doesn't want to do that, was mostly CSing, because this lane allows me to do it. If I was, for example, against a Draw Ranger Winter Wyvern, I would have tried to cut the waves or stack for myself in the woods, because Tide can't lane normally against that lane, but he can do it on this lane. Now look at my dude, he wants to solo contest the enemy pool, like why would you do that? At this point it won't do much, and he almost got killed because of that. Anyways, back on the analyze, my items are also bad. I should have gone for the Morbid Mask to later transform it into a Vladimir, or for the components of Mechas, because they give me sustain on the lane, and they are aura items which can help the team later on.
These two pieces of shit is too tanky.
I know, but it's fine.
His items are also bad. He started with the components of non-talisman, but he never finished. Instead, he finished his wand. And he has no Blackstone. This entire time, before checking his items, I thought he has a Blackstone. Anyways, moving on, the AA chooses to TP here to the last lane for some reason instead of making stacks in the woods or staying with his troll, pressuring more the centaur. And Lion saw the AA TP because he TP'd in vision, and he came to counter-attack us. We need some words.
Maybe we should get the word there.
To be honest, my plan is still the same. I didn't want to fight neither when Lion came, neither this fight, but it turned out as a good fight. Centaur died like a Pepega. But to sum it up, I don't care. Even if the Lion comes, even if I was alone, I would have stayed behind the tower and hit creeps in an aggressive position in order to make them TP here. Like, I'm happy and I'm cool if this Lion TPs like he did here. I don't need my supports in order to do that. Like, they can just hide, just not show, and be behind the troll, for example, or behind the OD, or stacking, or whatever. But they choose to stay with me. Anyways, I will just take the tower and push one more wave afterwards. And because I saw Centaur and Lion mid, I know they are up to something. So Spectre used his hunt, and we've done a little mistake here. Troll TP'd before me, and I had long TP, and it turns out to be not a good fight. But because I knew we have a catapult, I'm not choosing to go back. I'm still staying on the mid lane, even if I have no ravage. Because taking this mid tier one, it will open a lot of space on the map for us. Also, there are not many objectives we can take at this moment. And besides Lion, their heroes are weak. So our game plan for the moment is to take as many early objectives as we can. Because the catapult creep on the mid died, and I don't have Ravage, and I see there's an Oracle and Lion staying permanent on the mid lane. I came across the Centaur, which I had a hunch she has to be here because it has nowhere to farm else his Blink Dagger. It wasn't my main priority to kill Centaur. My main priority was to finish up my Vladimir so we can be ready at any time for a potential rush. And I will choose to stay on this top lane so I can depush this Spectre. I'm trying to be as efficient as I can with my farm because I wanna be with my team. I don't want to waste much time here because the Spectre is not here anymore. And we finally get this tower mid, and I ravage even if he is still freezed, just because I want him dead because he was kind of fat. And it's not an ideal ravage, but I accomplished my purpose. Also Centaur jumped our backlines and he ends up dead. So overall, a good fight. We took a tower and we killed two of them.
Thanks over here, guys. We should. 6 shekel.
Again, I'm trying to depush this Spectre's push because I think my hero is the best to do that. And I even suggested to my team to come here because I saw he has only Blade Mail Yasha. He's not that strong as I thought he is. But instead, I end up dead because I had no map awareness and I underestimated the Lion damage. Finally, we take the rush we were talking about and we go for the tier 2. And I chose to Ravage so we can reach them. And it turns out to be a good fight.
So the nice OD, GG. shekels was fucking sick.
And we aim for even bigger objectives, the racks, but my troll decides to go back, so
Lion is killing us all.
and we also take these sets of racks and just end. Yeah, well, thank you for watching and see you next time.
How old are you, kid? Tell me.